Hello, I'm Tornes, and welcome to another edition of N2 Des Moines. We are the forum that promotes the small businesses in the Des Moines area. Therefore, your business is our business. We are sponsored by the Zone of Comfort Life Balance Center located in Urbandale on 71st Street. Relaxation coaching, reflexology, massage therapy, and NLP for the goal-oriented people. Now today I'm here with a very good friend, and her name is Jules Ofenbakh, correct? I got it. I always mess it up, but I got it today. And she's an attorney. She's going to tell us a little bit about who she is, where she came from, and how it began for her. Jules, introduce yourself to the N2 Des Moines crowd.
Hi, I'm Jules Ofenbakh.
Well, where did it begin? What made you come down this path?
Well, it began in Russia.
Oh, you're from Russia. Like I didn't know. You can hear the accent,
Right.
but you're from Russia. Okay.
Right, I grew up in Moscow and immigrated to New Jersey in '92, and then in 2004 I moved to Iowa. And so years ago I went to college and got my computer science degree, and I did 10 years in computer science field and did a lot of networking and security, but law is something that I always wanted to do.
Was that a childhood dream?
Um,
When did the legal bug bite you?
American law class in high school and when I was in New Jersey. We had a mock trial kind of an experience in the class.
Okay.
And so that's where I was like, oh, I can do this. This sounds like fun. And that's when, the path started there, essentially. It took me a few years to get to that. It took me about 10 years in computer field before I decided, I'm gonna quit doing that and go back to school. And when I got my law degree and my MBA degree, and here I am.
That's a big step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, because I mean, you're already in a profession and you were knowing you were going back to school looking at many years. So kudos to you. That was really big. So you said high school, so I take it junior high school in America, correct? But as a child,
Yes, I moved here when I was 16,
Okay, now how long have you been in the Des Moines area?
since 2004.
2004? Okay. Now why don't you tell us what is your area of expertise in the legal field?
Well, the firm does a little bit of everything. We're general practice. Like, for example, today I dealt with a prosecutor trying to negotiate a plea deal for a client. We couldn't achieve an agreement, so we set the case for trial. And it was an assault, right? It's not a very fancy case. It's not a very,
Right.
highly publicized case, but it's a case that is important to my client, and so I spent quite a bit of time fighting with the prosecutor, fighting for my client. And then an hour later, I met with a woman who is ready to go through a divorce and divorce her abusive husband, and there's DHS involvement, so I'm going to deal with that. And then I sat down and wrote a contract for
Wow, you sound like a very busy lady.
Right, and then I registered a non-for-profit business here in Des Moines.
Okay,
So,
well tell me a little bit about that.
what do you want to know?
The nonprofit.
It's a business named Do Good Des Moines.
Okay, okay.
And it's designed to encourage people to volunteer and help each other.
That's a great cause.
Right, it is very good, and I know the person who is starting it, and she's very excited, and she has a really good heart, and she has good people supporting her, so I wish her all the best.
Right, well I like what she said earlier. She said that, it may not be a high profile case, but I fought for, my client. And that's what you want from an attorney. Years ago, I had a situation where I needed an attorney, and I felt the attorney wasn't on my side. So down here and I don't know how to quite put it, on the level of the average person, we see TV, we watch the news, where it seems the people holding the big bucks get the great attorneys, and the attorneys fight for you. and you feel that if you're not paying millions, you can't have somebody fighting for you, or the lawyer won't do that. So this woman said, I went out and I fought for her. That's what you really want to hear, and I'm glad that you said it. I'm really impressed by that. It's good to know that we have someone defending us no matter what our income level.